obviously you can see what a short commute it is from the college to get to us. So basically, as soon as they get up, they haven't got to worry about getting, which is quite unique for us. I think the other sites do have to sort of commute a little bit. So we have 4 houses. I'll show you round them shortly. We have 3 room types. We have the standard room, which is the entry level, where they have their own room, they share a bathroom and they share a kitchen. We have an ensuite room where they have their own bathroom, but then they share a kitchen. And we have the studio rooms where it's completely self-contained. I do tend to try and, at the end of the day, it's the parents and the families' choice as to what room they have. But I try and persuade the younger students not to have a studio, because one of the criteria of our house rules is they can't have anyone visit them in their room. And because it's self-contained, they don't have a shared kitchen. So if they're shy and quite withdrawn, they haven't got that need to go out and integrate. So if they are quite shy, they can become quite isolated. So I tend to encourage them for their first year to have either an ensuite or a standard, because at least they've got that social integration and they don't feel quite so isolated and alone. So all sites, we have house rules that they have to abide to. Sometimes they find that okay, sometimes not so much. So they can't leave the buildings in the morning before 7 a.m. And they can't, and they have to be in by 10 p.m. Sunday to Thursday and 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday. The entry to the buildings are all by fob, and it's all time related. So if they come back later than curfew, they have to call a member of staff and explain as to why. Obviously, if there's an emergency, the doors release and they can get out. We ask all students when they arrive to have WhatsApp on their phones, because we use that as our main mode of communication. So if we use it as a register for them to sign in and sign out, so we know whether they're in the building or not. They can also report if they're feeling unwell, and we also just use it to let them know of things that are going on, like events that we might be doing, or if we've got contractors come in. It's just our main mode of communication. We also ask them when they first come to register with a UK GP, because obviously it's great while everyone's feeling well, but then when they're not so, if they haven't registered with a GP, they have to go to a hospital, and the waiting can be quite uncomfortable. We have live-on staff, so I've got 3 members of staff that live on site. They work week on, week off, and they are on duty when I'm not here. So I'm here 9 till 5. So then they've always got a point of contact should they need somebody. Parents can also contact the duty phone if they need to. So quite often, if they can't, sorry, do you want to stand that way? Then the sun's not in your eyes. If the parents can get hold of them, then we can be that just checking that they're okay. Quite often they've got their phone on silent or don't disturb, and the parents are having panic attacks back home, and actually they're just chilling or they're just studying. We provide all bed linen, we provide all their towels, and we launder those. They can buy into additional plans. They can have a cleaning plan where the room is cleaned once a week for them, and then there's the laundry plan where, in addition to having their bed linen and towels laundered, they can send their own clothes off to the laundry as well. But other than that, they have got access to washing machines, so if they want to do their own laundry, that's absolutely fine. Have you got any questions? They have their own cupboards to keep the food and items in. They have their own shelf that's labelled in the fridge freezer. We have a dishwasher, washing machine, oven, hob, microwave, and we provide all the utensils. Should they require anything else, then they are more than welcome to buy it in.
Is this like a share?
Shared. This is shared between 4 students.
Yeah.
Nice. There's storage under the bed. We've got wardrobe, desk. The Wi-Fi is the same as the college, so once they get their login with the college, they can log in here. This is that you've got the ensuite and the ensuite room. How are you finding the British weather?
It's really good.
It's nice, really.